Greetings everyone, this is Mr. Garrett bringing you another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. Today we are going to show off 3 matches between Frisbee and Brown Puddle in this season's quick match series. And Frisbee is a really good player, but he's meeting the number 1 player Brown Puddle, so let's just jump in and see how this one pans out. Alrighty then, we are heading into a series of 3 matches between Frisbee and Brown Puddle. Frisbee is a very good player, very high rated, but not as high rated as Brown Puddle. He is the number 1 in this season, and we will see how he will manage to fight against Frisbee here, or I would say the other way around, how Frisbee will manage to hold his ground against Brown Puddle. Brown Puddle is starting down in the right corner as Cyan, and he's also playing as the Soviets, and up in the left corner we have Frisbee as the yellow player. He's playing as the Allies, and we'll just see how the scouting is going. Scouting is going alright for Frisbee. He's starting something here, and Brown Puddle, well, he is on the loose. We also had the first Grenadier just running up to the base, and then he's getting quite good scouting. As you see, all the pros are doing. Send it over here and up, send it down here and over. It is such a good thing. Look at the scouting here from Frisbee. That is actually very good. He managed to get a lot of scouting. Getting this infantry stuck there is good, or like placed there. He probably needs to place something down here as well, but he didn't do that this time. And let's see, how far is Brown Puddle from coming up. He is actually very close of actually getting up in the base. We can also look a little bit what they are doing here. This looks pretty normal here from Brown Puddle. Nothing out of the, well, actually there's missing a ore silo here for Frisbee, so that was a small gamble, and I think that Brown Puddle's infantry was taken out of Grenadier, but he has one more infantry, and I think he could manage to get quite far. But we will see. We will see. He is running for his life, and he will actually run straight over here, and there is nothing here. So this might be a small mistake from Frisbee not having anything in this area here. You can see it's pretty good in the front, but not here in the side. And now he will come into the base. I think Frisbee can see him. But will he react? I think no, he will not react. Get up a second war factory instead, and he will take him out now though. Or will he? No, so this scout actually does so much damage by scouting the base to Frisbee. All of this information, free information for Frisbee, no, for Brown Puddle. Look at Frisbee, he does not have any vision of the base, or even close to the base. There's another guy coming up here as well. But let's see how he's doing. He is doing alright. I think he will be building up a ore refinery now. We'll look at look at this cheeky fellow. He's actually getting up a construction yard, so he has been doing some cheeky stuff. That means he must have gone, if I'm not mistaken, after the first war factory, he might have gone to service depot, sold it, and building this one. Yeah, it could be, and actually getting a second construction yard out. He is really going for it, but on the other hand, he doesn't have any army, so this could actually be the time for Frisbee to go on a counterattack. Does he have any information? No, he actually goes back. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake from Frisbee. He should just have gone in there. I think he lost his window now. He needs to, yeah, he needs to be fast now, because now the tanks to Brown Puddle are starting to come out. I wonder if he will also get a Tesla very soon, because he will have vision of this. I think that small step back there from Frisbee, I think that could be enough. That could be enough for Brown Puddle to actually manage to get up his tanks. You can also see that Frisbee is getting a little bit more to the side here. I think he just needs to go straight in now. It's already 5 heavy tanks up for 6 heavy tanks now for Brown Puddle. He had 0 when Frisbee was on the way down in the start there. So I think this might just be a little bit just a little bit too late, I guess, there, Frisbee. He was very close to actually come down in a perfect timing there, and actually punishing Brown Puddle's aggressive, aggressive, I'm not sure it's aggressive way though, but his way of being a little bit cheeky. He will manage to take down a little bit here though, so it's not bad, it's not all bad, but I fear that he will lose his tanks here very soon. And when he's lost his tanks, look at all those heavy tanks from Brown Puddle. Even though Frisbee is producing a lot of tanks though, so we'll just have to see. Nothing is over here. There's one construction yard left for Brown Puddle, so I can't. Frisbee did manage to do some damage though. I'm not sure it's enough. It's 3 war factories out. Let's see at Frisbee, how is he actually doing it? But he has 3 war factory, 3 ore refineries. His economy should be doing quite well. He's also going down with more light tanks. But I just think the tank advantage to Brown Puddle is just too big. Look at all of those tanks already from Brown Puddle. Yeah, I'm not sure what Frisbee's going to do here now. I think he needs to change up a little bit here now. He already knows that Brown Puddle has a lot of construction yards. Perhaps he should also do the same. Or he should at least, well, it actually goes down to medium tanks. That is alright, but I don't know. It just feels, even though the economy to Frisbee is really good, I'm not sure he can do so much here. Oh, he also sees the MCV here. Let's see what kind of vision he has. He's just putting around. Brown Puddle actually has good vision as well. Now he's actually focusing down the ore trucks. That I can agree with. That is actually quite smart because there's one thing that is gonna be tricky for Brown Puddle. That's keeping the economy up though. So taking out the ore trucks is actually quite smart from Frisbee. But I think he needs to be fast with the damage he's doing now because he will lose all his tanks again. But he needs to just do as much damage as he can. He's actually focusing down the tanks. Okay, that's alright, I guess. And where will he go now? He's going for this Tesla that is actually quite good as well. And here you can see there's so many construction yards here. I think Frisbee really are in trouble here. I don't think he can take down this one either. Not Tesla is up. So he's just trying to get saturated down here. And he has a lot of tanks though. I have to say, he's been doing great with the tank production at Frisbee. But I just feel like Brown Puddle is starting to run away with the game. Even though Brown Puddle doesn't have any economy compared to Frisbee, I think Frisbee could actually have it could have been quite beneficial with a 4th war factory actually for Frisbee. Even getting out a service depot at this point would actually be very good for him because he has so much money. And with 4 war factories, if he managed to get a 4 war factory, he will produce those MCVs very fast. So it's not over for Frisbee. He can actually come back in this game and he can actually win it as well. Especially when you look at the economy for Frisbee, that is really good. Let's see how it does it here. It does look like the advantage is for Brown Puddle though, but I think the placement for Frisbee is just so much better here. So it does look like Frisbee is doing quite well here. It looks like he will manage to take down most of the tanks there for Brown Puddle. So this is a very good engagement from Frisbee, I have to say. So let's just see if he can clean out everything here. There's more tanks coming in here from Brown Puddle on the backside, and he's just pouring in with more and more tanks. He's also getting saturated down here. You see how fast he's building. Let's see if Frisbee is doing anything similar. I think he should have gotten up a 4th war factory when you look at the economy, and I also think he should have gotten a service depot. I think it's not too late yet, but he needs to be fast. He needs to do it very soon, or he will be in trouble. I don't see. You can see the economy to Brown Puddle is also exploding, but where is the 4th war factory from Frisbee? He really needs to do something up here. Because I think actually Frisbee in a much better position than he actually thinks he is. You can see he has not so many tanks. He needs to get up a war factory. I think he's just going for the economy. I think that is a mistake. He needs to get up a war factory. He can actually have gotten 2 extra war factories here. I think he's going to fall further behind, and that is mostly because he doesn't his tank production is just not good enough in this placement. He really needs to get up the war factory, and it just doesn't look like he is doing that. That means that the production from Brown Puddle will be better through this rest of it. He's actually have 4 war factories. His economy is blooming as well. I don't see the 4th war factory nor a service depot from Frisbee here. So now I think Brown Puddle will soon take over this match, especially when you see that he has expanded here as well. I think even though it does look like Brown Puddle will, there is actually the 4th war factory comes up. It's a little bit too late though. Even though Brown Puddle is now going to run away with this game, this was actually much closer than it looked like, because if Frisbee didn't invest in any of this here, just went for perhaps 1 or 2 war factories instead in this area, he would have managed to get so many tanks out. And even getting a service depot out when he had so much money, everything would have helped there. But yeah, Brown Puddle is a beast to play against, and of course, high pressure, high pulse, I can imagine. So I have to say, I was impressed over Brown Puddle Herbers. I was also impressed over Frisbee because he was doing great, and he was actually going toe to toe with Brown Puddle there. I just think he had 1 war factory too little for too long. He could actually have gotten 2 war factories up as well. But it was not a bad play, not a bad play at all. But now you can see that Brown Bottle is just the moment he gets saturated over here, because his economy was actually struggling until he managed to get saturated here. I think Brown Bottle had like 0 and Frisbee had like 8 to 10,000 before he moved over here. So that's a huge uh, advantage Frisbee at that point, and Frisbee was doing great here with defending, but he just was lacking with war factories, so we're just falling a little bit behind her. And then also some Tanyas coming in town, just making havoc here. That's just a punch below the belt from Brown Bottle here. It's always fun to watch those Tanyas though, but yeah, it was a good match. I have to say, it was a very good match. Could have gone both ways there, but it just felt at the moment Frisbee was a little bit too late in the start, just with not with much, but say 30 seconds too late to go into the base there to Brown Puddle, and then it was just missing some war factories here. I think he could have actually have handled it quite okay. But GG, well played Brown Puddle, and well attempt on Frisbee as well. But we will jump into the next match. Alright, we are jumping into the second match, and it's Frisbee up in the corner as the yellow player again, and we have Brown Puddle down in the corner as the cyan player. We'll see if they do the same playstyle now. I believe that the Frisbee will be allies again. I think he will be allies through all the matches, and I think Brown Puddle will be Soviet through all the matches. But we will see here if Frisbee can do a little bit more efficient on his first attack. Like if Brown Puddle is doing the same tactics, Frisbee needs to get. I actually think Frisbee needs to send down some scouts. He needs to get some early vision. Actually, I think that was the reason why he lost the first match. He wasn't sure what he was meeting down here. He didn't know that Brown Puddle was going full construction out there. So yeah, it's quite important to get in those early scouts. You can see that Brown Puddle, he's been doing this so much. This first grenadier has to run all the way up, and I think from Frisbee his first one should also be running all the way down, even though it will never manage to break here though. But this looks okay, very good. Let's look at Brown Puddle, his scouting. That is very good actually. He's getting into position everywhere here now. Look at Frisbee, his scouting is actually quite good this time as well. Like he is so good with scouting here on the sides. That is just incredible. I like. This is very good. But once again, Brown Puddle is managing to lure in this Grenadier. And will he manage to go all the way? I don't think so. I think he will take him down here. Yeah, that was very important to take him down. Because he got. Now he still has a couple of infantry running for their life. But we'll see. I think. Is this the same tactic? Will he run straight through here? I think he will. Once again, he will be running in. I am a little bit confused. Why doesn't Frisbee have anything here? He just runs straight in. I mean, alright. And you can actually see that Frisbee this time will manage to get some kind of information here. Because this looked like a very similar playstyle like last time. And it should be a service depot. Actually, perhaps it already has been produced. I'm not sure. We will see that. But he has gotten some good information. There is the second war factory. Yeah, this is actually quite good. And there the construction. Yeah, so it's basically the same playstyle as last time. I didn't see the service depot there. Very good, good spotting. But this time, Frisbee knows about. Or actually, I don't. Perhaps he doesn't know about it. Huh. Interesting. We'll see if he can manage to hold himself then. And here you can see Frisbee has actually been doing the same. This is cheeky, very good. It's good to see that he can also go multi-MCVs here. And we'll see if he can manage to go toe-to-toe with this beast, because he's already gotten 2 MCVs out. I wonder if this is the playstyle. I mean, I've seen him doing now 2 matches in a row, getting out those 2 construction yards that early. Is that really it's actually the 4th construction yard. Huh. I mean, he doesn't have any army though. But Frisbee he must have seen it. Let's look at Frisbee. He only got 1 construction yard out. And here's the 3rd, there's the second one. Here's 3 war factories. 3 war factories for Brown Puddle. I think Frisbee could go on attack if he wants to. I think he will get this one over here. He will get saturated over there as well. So far, this is looking quite good for both players. I would still say that it looks a little bit better for Brown Puddle just because he has gotten 3 construction yards out and he didn't get punished for it either. So he's definitely is getting, of course, he gets up another one and another one. I mean, yeah, I'm not so certain Frisbee can handle this. If he doesn't, he has a lot of tanks, but I think he needs to go on attack now. And Frisbee should see this. He needs to go down and attack here. Not go this way. I think it's going the wrong way. He needs to go down here. He needs to take out this base. It's unprotected. There is no tanks out for Brown Puddle. Frisbee has also gotten down here. I mean, what is going on here? Why? He needs to get down and attack on this base here. Holy shit. That's a lot of construction yard for Brown Puddle. What the heck is going on? Is this like almost like a troll game from I mean, how many construction yards does he have? But why is Frisbee not attacking? That is the big question. Because now he's just gonna fall behind. He has no chance here. Yeah, he does have 1 construction yard here, 1 construction yard there. But he's not attacking. Okay, at least take out this one then. You have to take down 1 building or something. Let's see. He will take down this one, but he will lose here. Well, actually, it's gotten a... This is actually quite good, but I think this is going to be a problem. I don't think... we'll see what he chooses to do with all his tanks here now. Now he is actually trying to defend here. There's some Teslas coming out, and that is really bad for Frisbee though. And I think he will manage to hold this attack though. And he still had a lot of tanks here. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Frisbee was holding so long with attacking though. He should have gone down here the moment he saw it though. But of course, there's a lot of stuff going on. You have your game plan, your stuff you're supposed to do. It's not always you're looking here. And it's actually not certain he had... No, he didn't have a radar dome, so that might be the reason why he never went on attack there. So that's the reason why there's the radar dome though. So he might have division, I'm not sure. But this is actually looking much better now. Frisbee is producing a lot of tanks, but if he can just manage to get down here and push in a little bit, that would be very good, because this is a very important place for Brown Puddle. But he needs to do the damage, and he needs to do the damage now, because Brown Puddle, look at the economy for Brown Puddle, it's insane. It's so much. This is trouble. This is really trouble for Frisbee here. Even though his economy is also very good, but the economy to Brown Puddle have almost 25,000 in the bank after 6 minutes. That's just sick. I mean, he's just building more and more construction yards, and this is the only tank production he has. That's over here actually. I have to say this is very important, very impressive from Brown Puddle though. But let's see what Frisbee can do here, because he's not out of the game by far, but those Teslas there, they are trouble. They are really hard to do anything with, especially when you have such a high building speed as well. I think this is going to be so hard for Frisbee to do anything with. He lost his base here now, so he needs to go and lick his wound somewhere else. I think he needs to go all the way back again. He still has his base up here, but look here, the main patch for Frisbee is doing alright. He only have like 2 trucks there, 3 trucks there, but he is having a lot of trucks in the middle here and here. His economy is just exploding, but the economy to Frisbee is also very good. I think he just needs to get just more. He has 5 war factories now. 4 war factories. I think he just needs to get more war factories. Just get as many war factories as possible and just produce as many tanks as he can. I think that is the only thing he can do right now. Just produce a lot of tanks and just see if he can just take him out on tank production, which I think is possible, but he needs to be fast, because Brown Puddle will produce those war factories incredible fast. And this is not looking too good for Frisbee though. He is producing tanks like crazy as well, but I don't think it's gonna be... Will it be enough? And look here, look what Brown Puddle is doing. He's just building all the way up there. It's incredible to see. So Frisbee is really struggling here now. This is not easy for Frisbee to do anything with, when Brown Puddle have gotten so far ahead with his construction yards as well. He's just basically building up to the base to Frisbee. Frisbee is trying his best here to hold, But it is like a certain point when it's just gotten over that line, there is no point of return for Frisbee here. It doesn't matter how good Frisbee would be, it's so hard the moment the Soviet has gotten over that threshold. You can also see that now he's just pushing back, and you can see the economy to Brown Puddle is just insane. So I would say Frisbee is doing quite well though, defending against this enormous force there, but now the money has run out for Frisbee, and Brown Puddle was almost up in 50,000 in resources. This is actually insane to be in a quick match though. And once again, Brown Puddle is showing who's the boss. He is the #1 player, so you cannot expect anything less than this. But this is incredible. So it's quite good still from Frisbee. He managed to hold out for a very long time, and there was a moment where he actually did have the chance to do some kind of damage. I will actually go a little bit back before we moving on to the third match, because I just wanted to see how it actually was looking. At the moment, I wanted him to go on attack there, but we'll see. Now you can see the Frisbee is selling off his some of his building here. Is not giving out. He's fighting to the end. That's always good to see. It doesn't matter. He's about to lose though, but must have been a really fun match for them to play as well. Um, Now you can see the Brown Puddle is just attacking here and taking out the base here to Frisbee. So I have to say I'm very impressed. 2 games in a row I see Brown Puddle going for those multi-MCVs, and he's doing that with ease. He's so good with it as well. And this time Frisbee was doing the same, and he was almost going toe to toe there. Just a small miscalculation of when to attack. So let's just jump back. I wonder if I jump correctly now. Yeah, this is on 4.5 minutes. He has those tanks and they're just stationary. He should use them here to go and attack. You see the economy is quite good as well. I wonder if I go even further back. I think the economy... wasn't that point where the economy to Brown was really bad? Yeah, I might have been mistaken though. I think it was just here. Oh, the economy to Brown Puddle has been good all the way, it seems. But you have those tanks here could definitely have gone on a counter-attack here to Brown Puddle. Definitely gone down, and check out, look at all of those construction yards. It's just incredible. Even though it's really hard, because the moment he gets some Teslas up, it's really hard though to do anything with it. So it's quite understandable. Yeah, GG, we'll go into the next match. Alright, we're heading into the third match, and it's the same setup. Frisbee is the yellow player up in the left corner, and we have Brown Puddle as the same player down in the right corner, and he will be playing as Soviet, and here we have allies as Frisbee. And we will see what shenanigans Brown Puddle is going for this time. He's gone 2 times in a row, multi-MCV. Will it be the third time as well? Frisbee he did not go multi-MCV the first match, he did it the second match, but we will see what he will do now. I think actually he had more success with the first match without going for the multi-MCV. I just think he needs to just build more war factories, because it looks like his economy is always doing great. I think it's just the war factory. He just needs to build up a little bit more war factory. And he can actually do a lot of damage to Brown Puddle, because Brown Puddle is using a lot of his income on buildings and stuff like this, so he's always a little bit behind on tanks in the start, or for at least at some certain of time. So Frisbee does have a big window for at least in the start and a couple of minutes in for sure, but also later on when Brown Puddle is using a lot of money on those construction yards, because that actually takes up a lot of the time to build tanks, and Frisbee needs to know this, so he needs to just build up even more war factories and just pump out those tanks like crazy, and just see if he can actually outpump Brown Puddle's production with tanks there. We will see here now. Isn't it a service depot? I haven't done see it yet though, but that's been in both the other matches. There is also some scouting going on. I just wanted to see. I can actually do this, then we will see. The scouting to Brown Puddle is very good. There's the service depot out. This is the third time in the row. And if we go to Frisbee, he also has quite good information, but he needs to get into the base to Brown Puddle to see this craziness that is going on. I didn't check here though, but I don't think there is a service depot out there because then he wouldn't have two war factories. So I think I agree with this, but he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to attack much earlier on because now there will be a second war factory, and then the MCV will come out, and then he will get the ore refinery. That's the playstyle. I mean, this here we have seen in both of the two other matches. It will actually be two construction yards, if not three extra. So this is why Frisbee needs to be very aggressive. And you can see this time he is actually sending down his tanks. This is actually the correct move. He needs to go in fast. And I think, I'm not sure what is the best. I think actually going for the ore refinery would be the best thing. Because taking out the economy here, that would be very important. He's actually coming down with the tanks. No, don't stop. You need to go in, take out the ore refinery before it's too late. I think he's doing a mistake just not going into the base here. I know he wants to collect his tanks there. He needs to go in, and now it might just be a little bit too late. Yeah, because look at this. He's not even looking at his tanks. He's just running in. This was a huge, huge mistake. He's coming in with more tanks though, trying to take down this Tesla, which I understand. But he needs to take down the... Yeah, there he goes. Go for the ore refinery, but now you've lost too many of your light tanks, and Brown Paul is getting up his heavy tanks. So the window of opportunity has been... has kind of gone here. I think when he had his tanks here, go down here, just go in from this side, because this has been the playstyle to Brown Puddle in all the matches so far, so he should definitely be aware of this here. And if he gone in here, taken out this ore refinery, that would definitely have been very helpful. And if Brown Puddle would have put up a Tesla here, just run straight up and take out this one. I mean, it's easier said than done though, but yeah, you can see that the EC is now falling a little bit behind. He's still trying to push in with a lot of light tanks here, but we will see. 3 war factories out for Frisbee. I think he just needs to get the 4th one, build down here, get the ore refineries as well. He needs to just keep on going. He needs to do as much damage as he can. He's now going for the ore refinery, which is quite good, but I don't think it matters so much now. And there's so many Teslas now coming up for Brown Puddle as well. This cannot feel good for Frisbee, because I think he was so close there to actually getting a huge advantage if he managed to take down this refinery here before the Tesla comes up, and then he could have perhaps focused down the construction yards as well. But now you can see Frisbee still has a lot of tanks. He needs to just roam around with them, do as much damage as he can. I think that is so important, because that keeps Brown Puddle on producing those powers. And that will keep him actually away from actually building other stuff. But now he's actually getting a lot of power plants. This is going to get much harder for Frisbee now. Has he gotten up? He has not gotten up his 4th war factory. He's still going for economy. But I think the next building has to be a war factory now. He really needs to get more production of tanks if he's going to hold the line all the way here. He's taking down a couple of tanks here now. We'll see. He's actually not going for war factory. Now the economy is up and down. But I get a war factory here, and then I think he should go war factory, 2 ore refineries, war factory, 2 ore refineries. I think he'll be in a great spot then, but it's so hard to do, and you have to fix your tanks as well. Let's see if he can take down this construction. That would actually be quite alright if he can take it down. But will he manage to do it? No, I don't think he will. I mean, it's a good attempt though, but look at all those tanks from Brown Puddle. His economy to Brown Puddle is also starting to explode. So yeah, this is definitely not looking too good for Frisbee, but the game is not over. He is producing a lot of light tanks here, but now there's a Tesla up as well. I think it could be quite important to take down both the Tesla and the ore refinery, but he's losing so many tanks by doing this though. But this is actually good. This is a good spot. Takedown, yeah, that is actually quite good from Frisbee here. We'll see what else he will do now. This is also good engagement, because he can take out some free tanks here. But he's being a little bit stationary with his light tanks now. Let's see what he's doing. He's just going pure economy with the ore refineries, but now he really needs to get some extra war factories out though, because that has been his Achilles heel in all of those matches. He had too few war factories. He always had a huge boost of economy, but where is the war factories? 3 war factories here. I don't think that's enough, but we will see. Frisbee knows what he's doing here, so we just have to see what he'll be doing. His economy is good, not as good as Brown Puddle. That is just exploding here. It's going to be so hard to fight against this man. Snow is also coming a construction yard up here, most likely, and he will just keep on building. Look at this ore patch here, will be so good for him. And there, the fourth war factory is up for Frisbee. That is good, but I think that's a little bit late now because look at how many war factories Brown Puddle. I think he has 5 war factories now versus 4 from Frisbee, and the economy to Frisbee is really good, so he could actually have gotten up the war factory before. I mean, he could definitely have gotten this war factory up before this one, so he could actually have gotten 2 war factories here instead, and then getting the ore refinery, and I think he would still have been in a good spot when it comes to economy. But now he's trying to do some damage and try to push in a little bit. It's going to be hard, because now you can see that Brown Puddle is getting saturated in many places, and Frisbee is struggling a little bit more here now. It's getting pushed further back. There's a radodome up for him, so that is very good. And let's see, Frisbee. No, I mean Frisbee hasn't gone down here yet. And you also have this one. This is the 6th war factory for Brown Puddle, and now he's also getting this MCV closer to the base. He's probably going to do some shenanigans here to Frisbee, but we will see what Frisbee can do. Frisbee is definitely trying it, and look at the economy for Frisbee. It's so damn good. It's incredible good, actually. But when you are in a fight like this, full action all the time, it's so hard to think about all the things you're supposed to do. That is really hard, and it's very stressful. The longer the match go, the more it takes off your energy. So yeah, it's quite understandable. Indeed it is. And here you can see that the Brown Puddle is just going in with a lot of flamethrower, and this is bad for Frisbee. I don't think he can do so much here now. And this flamethrower crawl will just keep on going. I don't think he can stop it, because the building speed is just too high here for Brown Puddle, and this is gonna be crazy. That's just gonna take out the rest here. So yeah, this match is more or less over. Let's just see what Brown Puddle will do here in the end. If there's anything else, I don't think so. There's a lot of artillery out for Frisbee here. Why the heck not? They actually have quite an okay range, but look at the damage. The damage is really bad, on at least on heavy tanks. Hardly any damage on heavy tanks. I mean, you have now, I don't know, 4 tanks. Trying to take out 1 tank takes forever. Well, good to see, but there you see the flamethrowers are still doing some serious business here. He just keeps on building down. The rangers are still there. They stopped attacking now. Yeah, I don't know what is it. Well, all right. So he's building off his MCV there, and you can see the economy to Brown Puddle is just insane. And for those who doesn't know it, building up a wall is actually quite brilliant, because the flamethrowers cannot fire through the wall. That is actually something quite important to know. You can see how powerful the flamethrowers are against the artillery. They're just almost one-shotting them, actually. But now the game is over. GG, Brown Puddle 3 and Frisbee 0 in this series of 3 matches. Well played from both players, though. You have to remember, Brown Puddle is the #1 player. He is a beast to play against. So even though Frisbee lost all 3 matches, doesn't mean he's a bad player. But and you saw all of the matches was over 10 minutes long, so Frisbee played actually quite good, but getting a little bit outplayed by Brown Puddle, who went for the same tactics every time with his service depot and multiple MCVs. It was very good matches to watch. Alright, GG, well played. I will see you guys in the next video.